both. How much would you say, obviously, if I'm a sole trader, how much do you say I would earn for it to make sense for me to turn into a limited company? Can I just change like that? Or
you can just change like that. What I normally say to people is if your profit is greater than £30,000, you can make slight savings by being a limited company. But you do have to make sure that is consistent and not just a one-off. Yeah. You can't earn the money as a self-employed person and say, oh, shit, I'll put it all in my limited company. Well, the limited company starts from that date. Okay? So 30 to 35,000, you can make a few savings. You might save yourself about £1,000 in tax in total. However, what I must point out to people, if you employ an accountant or whatever to do tax returns, they normally do it a lot cheaper for self-employed people. And then when you get to limited companies, you normally find a minimum fee of something like £1,200–1,500. So you have to weigh up sort of, oh, well, that's the cost for being a sole trader, but I now have to add another £1,500 worth of costs.
Because it's not 35 and it's 50, then maybe it makes sense.
Yeah. So, okay. So that's your payment on account. It always creates a beautiful stir. I've heard this a lot. If I don't register as self-employed, it will go away. No. Here's the answer to that. I've had clients that have come to me and said, oh, I didn't think I had to bother registering as self-employed until I was 5 years out of college. Where he got that from, no idea. You know, people say, oh, I haven't earned the threshold. Well, as you've seen, there's different thresholds. Yes?
I had to get a guarantor because I've yet to do my register. I couldn't prove I had an income, so I had to find a guarantor to find a house.
Okay.
Which is totally shit, and I could relate to other people in this room.
To buy a house, you do need to have some accounts going up to HMRC as self-employed. And a lot of the time, you will have to have them certified by an accountant. They will take what we call an SA 302, which is the tax return calculation, as an example of what you've got. But a lot of the time, they'll want an accountant certificate. Yeah.
Could you then just do your tax returns and say, could you just certify it?
Yeah.
Is that like the cheapest way?
It can be, yeah, because it's like, okay, here's my accounts, here's my tax return, please certify. Okay, we do an hourly fee, but we have a minimum of 1 hour fee to do it.
What happens if I don't do that? What happens if I just submit a tax
If you just submit your tax return and then you send the SA 302 to the mortgage company, they might turn around and say it has to be authorised by an accountant.
Oh, so it's only for mortgages?
Yeah. Sometimes it's for mortgages and for estate agents that do lettings. They want to see proof of income, and that's the way to do it. Yeah.
If you got a grant, say 30 grand grant from Arts Council,
I'd say you lucky bugger.
Well, yes. Would it count as income?
Sometimes it's taxable income, sometimes it's not taxable income. You would have to look at your contract with the Arts Council and ask them which category it falls into.
I think most project grants is tax-free.
Yeah, it just depends on the type of grant, and it is in the detailed paperwork that you get from the Arts Council.
And that will trust every kind of grant I can get, that's not just specific to Arts Council?
It depends on what it's for. You have to read the paperwork, because some grants you get are taxable, some are not taxable. It's the same with prizes. You know, I do a lot of musicians that go in for prizes, etc., etc. Some are counted as bursaries, therefore not taxable. Some are pure prize money, they are taxable.